Oh, hey y'all, I'm here. I'm here. Okay. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a short time, like I normally say all the time. I just wanted to really come. Okay, real fast. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I plan on this week, I promise y'all. I got like so many reviews that I'm gonna upload. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, I'm about to bomb y'all. I got the Harry and Meghan Netflix series that I'm gonna upload. I've reviewed half of Last Chance You. I gotta review the other half. I gotta upload those. What else? Ooh, 1899. That's on Netflix. I'm thinking about reviewing that. So like about those three shows, I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything else. That's all I can think of right now. But those three things are they coming soon to y'all. So what I really gotta say about Harry and Meghan and everything, I'm gonna discuss in that, video and stuff like that. However, comment. I did want to come on here right real fast and kind of talk about some of the discourse that I see specifically from black people, like American black people, in regards to Meghan. One of the things that's online right now, like a tweet that's kind of like going viral a little bit, is a guy saying pretty much that like we have to get Megan some black friends or whatever, right? Like if the only friends that she got is like Oprah and Tyler Perry, like we got to get our girls some more black friends. Now that tweet itself, I didn't have a problem with, right? Fine. My problem is with a lot of the quoted tweets and the comments underneath it, pretty much saying like Megan made a choice she's in her 40s at this point. So if you're a woman or biracial woman or whatever in your 40s and you don't have any black friends other than Serena, Oprah, and Tyler, then like you made a conscious decision to not have black friends. Let's stop for 1 second. I want to understand what world half of y'all live in. Like, and I think about this all the time. I think people all the time, and I guess that's just opinions, you project like your life onto other people's lives. Let's start from the very fucking beginning, shall we? Main thing here. If you look at the Meg and Harry Netflix thing, one of the main things that they talked about is that the reason she wasn't very connected to blackness or race or anything like that is because of how she grew up. Let's start there. She grew up in a damn near all white fucking neighborhood. Was she biracial? Yes, she was. But even her and her mother even said, I never really spoke to Megan about that. And she probably never truly had to because of where they lived. Now, let's talk about this for a second. Black people in the United States, we all grow up in different areas of the United States. So some of our experiences are shared just because, culture and things like that. But some things are not shared. Let me make something very mother effing clear. And I don't know why I'm getting mad, but I'm getting mad about it. Let me make something very clear. I was born and raised all the way up until I was about pretty much in high school. I was born and raised in the city of New York, okay? Megan was born and raised in California, some middle class place over there in California. Let me tell you something, the honest to God truth. When I was a young kid, the only reason I'm talking about growing up in New York, the only reason I knew anything about racism is because my grandmother and my great aunts and them are black women that are from North Carolina. Okay? So that is the connection really that I had. Let's stop for a second. Meghan Markle's mama already said she ain't never talked to her about that, right? So let's stop right there. So as a kid growing up, the only real reason I really had a true palpable sense of racism and what it was is because my grandmother and my great aunts who grew up in the rural South and then moved to New York in the 70s gave me all the tea that I needed to know. However, comment, if it was not for those people, to be very honest, I'm talking about me. Me, what I saw with my eyes. I, living in the city of New York as a child and as a kid, never, ever remember having an experience of like pure, flat out racism. Not in the city of New York. In the city of New York, I lived in Far Rockaway, Queens. The people to the left of me, I had a black family that lived next to me, a Dominican family that lived next to them. Across the street from me, I had an Asian person that lived across the street from me, a Puerto Rican family that lived right there, and then oh Lord, where was those people from? Mumbai, India. The Mumbai, India people that lived across the street from me too. So in my world, okay, let's talk about people's worlds, okay? In my world, racism wasn't really that much big of a thing as a kid, and it's a little bit older just because that's not what I grew up in. That's not what I saw. I saw diversity all the damn time. So racism was something that I knew about, but it didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me because I live in the city of New York. Not that the city of New York cannot be racist. Let's be clear. Not saying that, but what I'm saying is that the environment that I grew up in cultivated the way that I looked at race at that time. Now, when I moved out of New York City and I moved to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, that is when I truly got a dose of what racism actually truly is. First-hand experience, seeing it with my parents, seeing it everywhere. But you want to know why? Because Pittsburgh is a much more less diversified place, and it's very much more so openly racist. Because I'm not saying New York City is not, but I'm just talking about where you live and where you're from. So all of that to say, if that was my damn experience and I didn't even really truly hit racism didn't even really truly hit me into my face until I moved out of New York City and moved to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm lost as to how nobody can truly understand how a girl who can be, number one, in California, a very, very, very liberal ass freaking state, okay? And then she's also within this kind of like small, insulated kind of community where it's mostly nothing but white people that's there. I don't understand how that's so wild for the rest of y'all to grasp that maybe she just really did, specifically because her mama never really talked to her about it. Do you really think as kids, and let me say this, let me say this, I can't speak for people who grew up in the rural South. I can't speak for people who grew up in like Tennessee or Oklahoma or Georgia or Alabama. To y'all, since y'all was probably knee high, y'all probably understood what color y'all was. But that's because of the environment that y'all grew up in. Okay, that's the environment that y'all grew up in. So that's my basis for that. Now, as far as talking about her being the grown-ass woman, like, let's really, truly have a conversation about this. Everybody is not a social butterfly, okay? Everybody is not a social butterfly. And let's be real. Like, let's be very honest. By the time you hit, like, kind of me, like, I'm close to 30. By the time you hit a certain age, your thing to kind of get new friends, it drops a whole lot. So, for example, for me, the friends that I have are people that I've known since high school. And that's how most people are with their friendships at our age. Most people that you're tight like this with, either A, you knew since you was in elementary school, you knew since high school, you knew since college, or you met them while you were working. That's mostly how the majority of us, the average person, found a friend, okay? Found the friend. So what I'm lost at is if she went to a majority white high school, a majority white middle school, a majority white elementary. I don't even think she went to college. And then on top of that, she's living in LA. Do y'all really, truly expect this woman to go out of her way to look for black friends when she already has her core set of friends? I don't know how the rest of y'all really get down about trying to find friends. Maybe the rest of y'all are more social butterflies. But a good majority of us kind of stick with the people that we know. That's why if you look at Meghan's documentary, the majority of the friends that was talking is people that she's known since middle school or high school. It's not really so much about if you in your 40s and you don't have any black friends as a black woman, you didn't make an attempt. Who the hell said that? Who is actually going out of their way to make any new friends? It's not, and then people want to talk about like Tyler Perry, like shout out to Jessie Wu, but I saw her say something about, oh, you don't have any black friends until Medea came and said something. But that's the thing about it. Tyler reached out to her. She didn't reach out to Tyler. Tyler saw what was going on and he reached out to her. Not the other way around, okay? So that even furthers my point of, outside of the black friends, I don't think Meghan probably has really expanded her circle, period, outside of black people. Also, another thing I want to say is, in our reality, all of this shit just happened in the past 2 to 3 years. So, okay, yes, she's just now coming into facing the real reality of being black in this world and stuff like that. What the fuck do do y'all expect from her in the past 2 to 3 damn years as far as getting new friends? She probably doesn't want any friends at all. Fuck black, white. She probably don't want any new friends because in her position, who can you now trust? Who can you now trust in her position? I wouldn't have nobody new around me if I was Meghan. I don't give a fuck if they was white, black, purple, indigo. Where she is right now, I wouldn't trust nobody. I wouldn't trust nobody but the people that I knew. So for me, I'm getting a little annoyed that that's the hang up is, oh, well, she's in her 40s plus and she don't have any black friends, so she didn't make an attempt. How do y'all even know that? Y'all are guessing. Y'all have no idea because of everything that I just said, okay? And number two, the way I look at it is, let's just say all of this stuff happened with Meg, right? And then all of a sudden, now you see her hanging out with Lala, Kelly, who's some of the other black it girls? Monica, Candy Burris. If all of a sudden Meghan started stepping out with Kelly Rowland and Lala and Angie and B and Michelle and all them other people, I know for a hard-fledged fact the internet would be like, oh, now that she's in trouble, now she want to hang out with a whole bunch of black women now. Oh, but before, she didn't care. So which one is it? So to me, she's damned if she do and she damned if she don't. I'm not mad at the girl. The girl is friends with who she's friends with. Point blank, period. And somebody, and the person who made the tweet was like, oh, and your celebrity friends don't count. Who the fuck are you to say whether or not friends count or not? To you, they're a celebrity. To her, that's her friend. So let's really have a conversation about it. If you look at the documentary, Serena, yes, was the only black person that was at her baby shower, but that was somebody that was there before it even blew the hell up. So what are y'all even talking about? How can you say celebrity friends don't count? Who the hell are you to say whether or not, just because somebody's a celebrity, that doesn't mean that they're really somebody's friend? What kind of shit? That doesn't make any sense. Like, and I'm not even here to like try to like be caping or nothing for biracial women, but I just think that people look at shit from just their perspective. Y'all motherfuckers look at it just because y'all grew up in the South and y'all knew about racism since y'all was 2 years old. That doesn't mean that that's how everybody else grew up. And everybody, it's like I said, everybody is not a social butterfly. Everybody ain't going out of their way. Let me use me for example, right? I would love to find some friends that like that are good with traveling, that are like to travel a lot, good to travel. But you want to know what? I came to the realization that the likelihood of me finding a new set of friends at my age is slim to none, because unless I've known you for a long time, we're very, 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 very close. And I don't even fuck with people that I work with. I don't like to be friends with people that I work with because it always becomes messy. So for real, if I'm not the type of person that's going out to the club, that's going out to mixers, that's doing all of this other shit and making, like y'all say, a quote unquote effort, like, this is my whole thing. Take the black out. How y'all know that she's making an effort to get any new friends, period? Period. Not just black friends, but how do you know that she isn't making an effort to find any new friends? When I look at that, like I said, that documentary, from what I saw, the people that she was going on vacation with before she met Harry and stuff, those are people that she's known her whole life. I don't understand. Like, God, for God's sake, take a second and step back and get out of your own point of view. Take a second, digest, and really think about it. I think that is the most asinine shit that I've seen all day. Is that, and I was in no shade because y'all, I love Jessie Woo, but that was the most asinine shit I've seen all day. That if you are a black woman that's in your 40s plus and you don't have any other black women friends, that's because you make the choice not to. Who the hell are you to say that? You know her social circle. You know when she go out. You know who she hang with. You know who she don't hang with. You know if she's an introvert or if she's not an introvert or she's an extrovert. Do you know any of that about her? No. And I'm pretty sure if the majority of the people who are saying all of this, if they really take a step back and think about it, who are your closest friends? When's the last time that you met a quote unquote new friend that you are like this with? Or are the people that you're closest with is people you've known forever? Get the fuck out of here. I'm over it. Bye.